The Trojan War. The name alone evokes images of epic battles, heroic deeds, and tragic love. It is a tale that has been told and retold through the ages, each time capturing the imagination of its audience. This legendary conflict, immortalized in Homer's The Iliad, has captivated imaginations for millennia. The Iliad, with its rich tapestry of characters and events, brings to life the grandeur and the horror of war. Passed down through generations, the story speaks of love, loss, betrayal, and vengeance. It tells of the beautiful Helen, whose abduction by Paris sparked the war, and of the mighty Achilles, whose rage and sorrow are central to the narrative. But how much of the Trojan War is based on historical fact? This question has intrigued historians and archaeologists for centuries, leading to numerous debates and investigations. For centuries, the Trojan War was considered a myth. It was a captivating story, but one with little basis in reality. The grandeur of the tale seemed too fantastical to be true. It was a captivating story, but one with little basis in reality. The characters and events seemed larger than life, more suited to the realm of legend than to the annals of history. However, in the 19th century, archaeological discoveries began to challenge this assumption. The work of Heinrich Schliemann, a pioneering archaeologist, brought new light to the ancient tales. Excavations at Hisarlik in modern-day Turkey revealed the ruins of an ancient city that bore striking similarities to the Troy described by Homer. These findings suggested that there might be a historical basis for the legendary war. The Trojan War continues to fascinate us today. Its themes of heroism, love, and tragedy resonate with modern audiences, reminding us of the timeless nature of human experiences. It is a story that speaks to the human condition, exploring themes that are as relevant now as they were thousands of years ago. The emotions and conflicts depicted in the tale are universal, transcending time and culture. By examining the archaeological evidence alongside the literary sources, we can gain a deeper understanding of this epic conflict and its enduring legacy. The blend of myth and history in the story of the Trojan War offers a unique window into the ancient world, allowing us to explore the beliefs, values, and experiences of those who lived thousands of years ago. Scholars continue to study the texts and artifacts, piecing together the puzzle of the past. Each new discovery adds to our knowledge, enriching our understanding of this legendary conflict. The story of the Trojan War has also inspired countless adaptations in literature, theater, and film. These modern retellings keep the legend alive, ensuring that the tale of Troy remains a vibrant part of our cultural heritage. As we continue to explore the ruins of ancient Troy and delve into the rich literary tradition that surrounds it, we are reminded of the enduring power of stories. The legend of the Trojan War, with its blend of history and myth, continues to captivate and inspire, a testament to the timeless nature of human storytelling. In the end, the Trojan War is more than just a tale of conflict. It is a reflection of the human spirit, a story that has endured through the ages, reminding us of our shared past and the timeless nature of our struggles and triumphs. The Trojan War was a clash of civilizations, a war fought between the Greeks and the Trojans. This epic conflict, immortalized in Homer's Iliad, has fascinated historians and storytellers for centuries. It was a war that pitted some of the greatest heroes of Greek mythology against each other, a war that was as much about honor and glory as it was about love and betrayal. On the Greek side stood Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, and his brother Menelaus, king of Sparta. Agamemnon was a powerful and ambitious leader, determined to expand his influence and secure his place in history. Menelaus, though less ambitious, was equally determined to avenge the insult to his honor, caused by the abduction of his wife, Helen. They led a vast army of Greek warriors, including the swift-footed Achilles, the cunning Odysseus, and the mighty Ajax. Achilles, the greatest warrior of his time, was known for his unmatched prowess in battle and his near invincibility. Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, was renowned for his intelligence and resourcefulness, often devising clever strategies to outwit the enemy. Ajax, a towering figure of strength, was a formidable force on the battlefield, feared by all who faced him. Facing them were the Trojans, led by King Priam and his sons Hector and Paris. Priam, the wise and venerable king of Troy, was a ruler who commanded great respect and loyalty from his people. His son Hector, a valiant warrior, was the Trojans' greatest champion, known for his bravery and sense of duty. Paris, on the other hand, was known more for his charm than his martial prowess, but his actions would have far-reaching consequences. Hector, a valiant warrior, was the Trojans' greatest champion. He fought with honor and courage, always putting the welfare of his city and his family above his own. His sense of duty and his unwavering commitment to his people made him a beloved figure in Troy. Paris, on the other hand, was known more for his charm than his martial prowess. His love affair with Helen, the wife of Menelaus, sparked the conflict that would lead to the Trojan War. Paris's actions, driven by passion and desire, set in motion a chain of events that would change the course of history. It was his love affair with Helen, the wife of Menelaus, that sparked the conflict. Helen, often described as the most beautiful woman in the world, became a symbol of the war's cause. Her abduction by Paris was seen as a grave insult to Menelaus and a direct challenge to the honor of the Greek kings. The Trojan War was not merely a battle between mortals. The gods themselves took sides in the conflict, their interventions shaping the course of the war. The Olympian gods, with their own rivalries and agendas, played a crucial role in the events that unfolded. The gods themselves took sides in the conflict, their interventions shaping the course of the war. Zeus, the king of the gods, tried to remain neutral but often found himself swayed by the pleas and actions of other deities. His wife, Hera, and his daughter, Athena, were staunch supporters of the Greeks, often intervening to aid their favored heroes. Hera and Athena sided with the Greeks, using their divine powers to influence battles and protect their chosen warriors. Hera, the queen of the gods, was driven by her hatred for the Trojans, while Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, admired the Greeks for their bravery and strategic prowess, while Aphrodite favored the Trojans. Aphrodite, the goddess of love, had a special affection for Paris, who had awarded her the golden apple in a divine beauty contest. Her support for the Trojans was unwavering, and she often intervened to protect Paris and other Trojan warriors. Their divine machinations added another layer of complexity to the already intricate web of alliances and betrayals that characterized the Trojan War. The involvement of the gods made the war not just a human conflict, but a cosmic struggle, with the fate of mortals and immortals intertwined. The Trojan War remains one of the most enduring and captivating stories of ancient mythology, a tale of gods, kings, and heroes that continues to inspire and intrigue us to this day. The catalyst for the Trojan War was an act of love, or perhaps more accurately, an act of lust. Paris, Prince of Troy, was promised the most beautiful woman in the world by Aphrodite, the goddess of love. That woman was Helen, wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. When Paris visited Sparta, Aphrodite ensured that he and Helen fell in love. Together they fled to Troy, taking with them some of Menelaus's treasures. This act enraged Menelaus, who called upon his brother Agamemnon and the other Greek kings to help him avenge his honor and reclaim his wife. Thus began the Trojan War. 1,000 ships set sail from Greece, carrying with them a vast army bent on the destruction of Troy. The war would last for 10 long years, claiming the lives of countless heroes on both sides. In Homer's The Iliad, Troy is described as a magnificent city. Its towering walls, built by Poseidon, god of the sea, were said to be impenetrable. Inside its gates lay a wealthy and powerful kingdom, ruled by the wise King Priam. For centuries, this description of Troy was considered nothing more than a product of Homer's imagination. However, archaeological discoveries in the 19th century began to paint a different picture. Excavations at Hisarlik, a site in modern-day Turkey, revealed the ruins of an ancient city that bore striking similarities to the Troy described by Homer. While the archaeological Troy may not have been as grand as the city depicted in Homer's epic, it was still a place of considerable size and sophistication. The discovery of Hisarlik provided tangible evidence that the Trojan War, once considered a myth, may have had a basis in historical reality. In 1870, Heinrich Schliemann, a German archaeologist, began excavations at Hisarlik, a hilltop site in northwestern Turkey. Schliemann was convinced that Hisarlik was the site of ancient Troy, and he was determined to prove it. Using the descriptions in Homer's The Iliad as a guide, Schliemann dug through layers of earth and rubble, uncovering the remains of a series of settlements dating back thousands of years. Finally, he reached a layer that he believed to be the Troy of the Trojan War. Schliemann's methods were crude by modern standards, and he caused considerable damage to the site. However, His discoveries at Hisarlik sparked a wave of interest in the archaeology of the Aegean world and helped to establish the field of Homeric archaeology, which seeks to connect archaeological evidence with the world described in Homer's epics. Excavations at Hisarlik have revealed that the site was inhabited for over 4,000 years, from the early Bronze Age to the Byzantine period. This long span of habitation makes Hisarlik one of the most significant archaeological sites in the world. The layers of history buried here tell a story of human resilience, adaptation, and continuity. Each artifact unearthed provides a glimpse into the lives of the people who once called this place home. Over the centuries, the city was destroyed and rebuilt several times, each new city built upon the ruins of its predecessor. This cycle of destruction and renewal is a testament to the strategic importance of Troy's location. Situated at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Troy was a coveted prize for many ancient civilizations. The layers of construction reveal the changing architectural styles and technologies of different eras, providing a rich tapestry of historical development. Archaeologists have identified at least 10 distinct layers of occupation at Hisarlik, each representing a different phase in the city's history. These layers are meticulously studied to understand the cultural and historical context of each period. The process involves careful excavation, documentation, and analysis of artifacts and structures. Each layer offers unique insights into the social, economic, and political life of the inhabitants. The layer that Schliemann identified as Homeric Troy is now known as Troy VIIa. Schliemann's work, though controversial, was groundbreaking and brought the ancient city of Troy into the modern imagination. His discovery sparked a renewed interest in the ancient world and inspired generations of archaeologists to continue exploring the mysteries of Troy. This layer dates back to the late Bronze Age, around the 13th century BC, which coincides with the traditional date of the Trojan War. The artifacts found in this layer, including pottery, weapons, and tools, provide valuable evidence of the material culture of the time. These findings help to corroborate the historical accounts of the Trojan War, blending myth with reality. The discovery of multiple layers at Hisarlik highlights the complexity of the site and the challenges of interpreting the archaeological evidence. Each layer represents a different chapter in the story of Troy, and piecing together this story requires a multidisciplinary approach. Archaeologists, historians, and scientists work together to analyze the data and reconstruct the past. The complexity of the site also underscores the importance of preserving and protecting these ancient ruins for future generations. It is likely that the Troy of the Trojan War, if it existed, was just one of many cities that occupied this strategic location over the millennia. The city's location made it a key player in the ancient world, influencing trade, politics, and culture. Understanding the full history of Troy requires looking beyond the famous war and considering the broader context of its long and varied past. The story of Troy is not just about a single event, but about the enduring legacy of a city that has fascinated humanity for centuries.